following are the top 5 form fillers for entering online sweepstakes. Starting off the list at number 5 is the standard autofill found in many web browsers. The main advantage, of course, is that it's free, no cost. The huge disadvantage, though, is that generally speaking, they can only fill in a couple simple form fields, such as your first and last name. This is because over the years, online forms have gotten more and more sophisticated and complicated, and it requires a specialized form-filling program to fill them in. So moving on to number 4 is sweepstakesmax.com. Sweepstakes Max also has a free browser-based JavaScript application to fill in website forms. The advantage is that many of the sweepstakes they have on their site do use simple fields, so for many of those sweepstakes, their software, the browser-based JavaScript form, can successfully fill them in, and it is free. However, of course, again, the main disadvantage is that it only works on very specific types of sweepstakes sites. Anything more complicated, and most likely it will not be able to figure it out. So moving on to number 3 is Keyboard Express, www.keyboardexpress.com. Keyboard Express is a Windows macro utility. It is essentially like typing in shorthand. Instead of having to manually type the same information over and over, you can create keyboard shortcuts to minimize the amount of typing you have to do. However, again, it does require some programming knowledge to get set up and started, and you do need to pay to continue using it after the evaluation version is expired. However, it can be a very useful tool in your arsenal of form-filling software and help you save massive amount of time. At number 2 is RoboForm. RoboForm has been around for quite some time now, and it is used by many sweepers within the sweepstakes community. It was designed to be a general purpose form filler and has done a very good job of doing exactly that. You save profile information called identities, and when you visit a website, you click a button and the form is filled in. The main advantage is that it can actually process more types of forms than most free form fillers. However, it does cost for the paid version. As well, you still need to find each individual sweepstakes site to enter, visit them one by one, and then enter them, which can be very time consuming. So, moving on to number 1, the number 1 form filling software for entering sweepstakes is, well, I hope you saw where this was going, is the Sweeper's Choice form filling software. Sweeper's Choice was designed for sweepers to save them massive amounts of time when entering sweepstakes. It has a built-in organizer database of online sweepstakes and is updated regularly. Each sweepstakes form is downloaded to your computer. You simply press a button to enter. You can enter 1,000 sweepstakes a day simply by clicking a button. Like RoboForm, this form filling software does have a fee for the paid version as well. However, major pros are that it saves you massive amount of time entering sweepstakes simply because the software is designed specifically for sweepers. The built-in fast sweepstakes can also handle more complex sweepstakes forms. Most sweepers use some type of form filler to speed up the process. I was recently at one sweepstakes convention with more than 700 people, and the audience was asked who had won online sweepstakes. Everyone had their hand up. Then, the audience was asked how many people use form fillers to enter those sweepstakes. More than 70% of the audience kept their hand up. As long as you know the sweepstakes you are entering, see some form of advertising, and you enter from your own computer, companies will generally accept those kinds of entries. They are trying to increase the amount of exposure they get with the hope that you may purchase from them in the future. For good karma, you should also encourage friends and family to enter sweepstakes and let them know about the companies that run them. It is only if someone tried to abuse the rules, say by entering 10,000 times for a one-time only sweepstakes, or if they were entering for hundreds of different people, that there may be an objection by the company. For more tips and strategies, go to sweeperschoice.com. Also, find out how you can enter up to 1,000 sweepstakes with the click of a button. Be sure to click on the book link in the description to get an extensive list of super stealth strategies that you can use today to maximize your winning chances.